I wanted to take it back a little bit, man. You came up with, through Waka and everything like that. How did all that elevate you, to like the next level?
It put me it gave me a national look. You know what I'm saying? Not just a local look. So it went from me just being known locally to where all around the world people knew about us. You know what I'm saying? Which put me in a position to where that's honestly Gucci and Waka is really it was my work ethic and my hard work that got me where I was at. I never asked them to give me nothing. They never gave me $1. All the money that I made was from my hustle and my grind, because I say, okay, y'all giving me this light and putting me on the team. Now it's up to me to work. That's why I tell every artist that's around me, when you get the opportunity and you get the light shined on you, you have to work 10 times harder than you ever worked before. Take advantage of that opportunity. So when Waka and Gucci put me on the team, they had fans of, Keith and them was fans of Waka and Gucci and them. So that made them look up to me, because Gucci and them in Atlanta, I'm the closest thing you're gonna get to that Brick Squad stamp. So that's what really opened the doors for me with the shorties. My connects with Gucci and Waka and them. So that put me on a whole nother level. And I was able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars touring with Waka. We did the Brick Squad Monopoly tour, the 30 city tour. He took me on tour with him a lot of places. I met Yo Gotti on the road, and me and Gotti been like this for the past 10 years. All of those connections came from Gucci and Waka, French Montana, a bunch of Uncle Murder, a bunch of people came from that. So I'm forever grateful and thankful for Gucci and Waka. You know what I'm saying? Just for giving me the opportunity to come on board, and really they changed my life.
A lot of rappers don't really see the opportunity. Sometimes you just need someone to open that door for you. But you still got to walk through it. You still got to do that work.
You got to walk through it, and that's what I'm trying to tell them. I can lead you to the door and open it, but you got to walk through the door. So it's like this here. The people that's on my team, I tell them, listen, we got the light on us. All the artists, from the biggest major artists to the smallest in the city, respect who I am and what we doing. Now, you have to give me something to make them respect what it is you doing, and you got to work to keep shit moving. The same way that I had to work and grind hard with Waka and them, I kept shooting videos, stayed in the studio. Hey, Waka, I need you on this. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm the same way with my artists. If they call on me for something, I'll be there. But I just love to see the consistency, the work. You got to stay going. It's a full-time job. Like, I lost a lot sacrificing things for the success that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked up my household. I fucked up a lot of shit trying to, get where I had to go. And then it paid off, because the money I made from there, I invested it in real estate and did other things. So, but it was the grind, man. You got to work. Ain't nobody going to give you shit.
And when you guys are out, when you and Waka and you start doing shows, this is all new. The big shows, I'm taking it that these were big type of shows that you never were able to do before?
Nah, never. Like, I had did shit at like the United Center and shit like that. I had did UIC Pavilion with Lil Wayne. I had did some big shows after the 106 in Park, after I did 106 in Park. But after that, it slowed down, and then when I got with Waka, it picked back up. So like, even now, if I get a big show, they'll book me for a big show here. I won't even perform. I bring on I do one song or a verse from one song, and I let my team, the guys on my team who got buzzes and who right at the edge, I bring them out on those sets to let them get a taste of that crowd and to hopefully gain some new fans that could possibly push them over the edge. Like, I'm not a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love being behind the scenes, but sometimes you got to make sacrifices. So I take those shows that come and I put my team on them and let them do what they do on it. Or if it's any event that I have, I try and let my whole team perform just to keep them working. You know what I'm saying? Keep them motivated, and hopefully to show them that, hey, we can really get this shit if we move as a unit and work hard. That's my whole goal.
How was it going on tour with Waka and them?
It was lovely. Like those was some of the best days of my life. City to city, state to state. Like, you know what I'm saying? Money, just good times, fun times. Like, it's like a family. You know what I'm saying? We was around, I was around Waka before he was rapping. I saw Nicki Minaj grind, and I saw her grind and her hustle. And she was like a nigga. She lived in the studio day and night. She wasn't gonna be denied. You know what I'm saying? She did it, and she respected herself as well. Like, it was a million niggas trying to fuck. It was a million. Nah, fuck that. Fuck my pussy. I'm talking about my bars. You fucking with that? She demanded that respect. You know what I'm saying? Because Deb managed all of us. So we all was a part of that team in the office together, like a big family. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, it might look like these artists really ain't grind or like it came overnight, but them motherfuckers worked their ass off. And I witnessed it firsthand. From Gucci lived in the studio. Yo, Gotti and them, if I call Gotti now, I bet you he in the studio now. Like, these guys live what it is they trying to do. And that's what I try and instill in my artists. Work, grind. If you want it, show me you want it. Because I worked and grind for what I got. I didn't stop. You caught me in the studio, I was dropping a tape, a mixtape every other month. I go in the studio 2 weeks straight and bang out 30, 40 songs and pick the hottest 15 and put out new music videos every month. I invested in myself. And I ain't look for nobody to do it for me. So that's what a lot of these young artists got to do. Invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. If don't nobody else believe in you, believe in yourself. You'll get it.
Real talk. You got, man. You know, that's crazy to hear that they're in the studio that much, man. They must have a lot of unreleased music. And, I mean, just being in there that much, though, you're going to get so much music that it's going to be kind of hard to not make some hot music at that point.
Right, you got to think. You got that many songs, something going to be hot. I'm talking about these guys got thousands of songs, literally. And if you think 1,000 songs, you're like, nah, he got 1,000 songs. More than 1,000 songs. I'd be in the studio with Gucci where Gucci would knock out 20 songs, and I'm not exaggerating. Ask anybody, when you interview a motherfucker, ask them. They'll tell you Gucci will go in the studio and knock out 15 songs in one day. You know what I'm saying? One day. He go back to back, pull up another track, go in there and knock that out. Okay, put that track on, put a hook on that. I ain't feeling the verse right now. Put that to the side. Go in here, pull that up. Waka go in there and knock out shit. Like, this is how they was working. And that's where I got my work ethic from.
Can you give me a little bit more details on a day like that? Like that's a lot of songs for one day. 20, 30 songs, man. Is it just, are y'all eating in there? The food's being brought to you?
They got runners.
Are there chicks in there?
They got runners in there. So it's runners that go and make the runs. Okay, we want these. Go bring back the food. They bring the drinks. They ran out of smoke. Gucci wants some pills. Bitches in there. Hey, you ain't going home. You better take that bitch in the back studio, back room, and do what you do and get back in here and get to work. It was that type of vibe, like non-stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I watched a lot of songs made like that. I watched Gucci make some hits in his closet. You know what I'm saying? Go in the closet and recording in the house where the booth is the closet. You know what I'm saying?
Man, where the booth is a closet, even at that level he was still recording at home also.
This was when Freaky Girl and In My Kitchen and all that came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was still recording. He was big. Everybody knew him. So Icy was out and all that, and he was still recording in the trap, it seemed like. you know. He wanted it though.
That's some good motivation for the young rappers listening, man. Like, if Gucci's over here knocking out 20 songs a day and he already rich, what's your excuse, man? You need to be working.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yo Gotti got all these artists. He got Moneybagg Yo, he got Black Youngster, 42 Doug, ESTG, and he be in the studio recording every day. He told me, man, listen, I treat this shit like the block when I was hustling. I never want to run out of work. So I always stay re-upped. It's the same way with this shit. I never run out of music. I want to keep this music coming. Don't chase the money, chase the dream. Chasing the money, you're going to be run, because there's so much money out there, you'll never get it all. But if you chase the dream, the money going to come with it. You know what I'm saying? If you can catch that dream. So chase your dream, man. Fuck that money. That money come and go.
Man, I hear that, man. I definitely hear that, man. That's big motivation.
Appreciate it.
That's a lot. Even when I was rapping, I mean, I stayed in the studio a lot, but damn, I never wrote that fast. I couldn't write music. That's talented too, man. You know, to be able to write that fast, that's crazy. That's like, you hear stories about Tupac doing the similar things.
Yeah.
You know?